everybody, welcome to the Lab Kids Online. My name's Andrew.
And my name's Josh, and we're about to see who can win in a thumb war. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Go! Andrew, you've got fast thumbs. No! Oh!
I broke out of the hole.
They call me the flaming of thumbs. Boom! 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 Well, friends, this is our 5th and final episode of
I Got This. Our theme this month is called God's Got This, which means no matter what we're going through, we don't have to worry because God's got it under control.
And in honor of this theme, each week Andrew and I have been competing in a different I Got This challenge.
That's right. We have this stack of I Got This cards, and each of them have a different challenge on it.
We're gonna pull a card at random from the deck and then both attempt to compete at whatever challenge it says.
Whoever does the challenge better gets epic bragging rights. Let's see what our final challenge is. Ooh. Draw a portrait of your opponent on a paper plate.
Whoa!
The plate must remain on your head the entire time. Best portrait wins.
Let's go.
I'm an excellent artist. Feeling ready?
Here we go.
Ready, set,
2, 1, go.
go. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yep. Andrew, I need some inspiration. Oh, there you are.
Yep, that's me.
You have a nose, hey?
Not anymore.
Draw your... What happened?
Somebody took it from me.
Oh no. Classic joke.
Yep.
We're gonna give you a little goatee.
All right. I'm drawing grass. I'm drawing a landscape too.
I'm gonna give you a whole dome.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, time's up in 3, 2, 1. All right.
Oh, dude,
okay.
I'm actually pretty impressed right now with what I was able to do.
All right, okay. Let me tell you. That's actually,
dude. Hey, you got cooked.
All right, but no, okay. Let me explain. Here's the sun.
Yeah, that's me.
That's you.
I'm offended.
And this is your hair.
I am a mess.
And this is some water you're swimming in.
You might have a little bit of a round face here, but for the most part,
I didn't think of doing it like that.
Not bad. There he is. Who took the win, judges? Hey, Andrew. Good to see you.
Well, friends, that brings our I Got This challenge series to a close. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty proud of my performances. Sure, there was little room for improvement, but all in all, I think I did pretty good. Speaking of doing good, in our story today, a guy named King Saul felt the same way. He helped the Israelites defeat an enemy army called the Ammonites, and he was feeling pretty good until suddenly a second army appeared, and this army was bigger and meaner than the last, and Saul had a choice to make. He could either keep trusting God like he did with the Ammonites, or he could try to take things into his own hands. What choice do you think Saul made? Let's go check out our Bible story together and find out.
Israel had enemies from other nations. One of their enemies were the Ammonites. Nahash was a leader of the Ammonite army. He and his soldiers surrounded a town in Israel named Jabesh-Gilead. Nahash threatened to hurt the people of Jabesh-Gilead if they did not surrender to him. The elders of Jabesh-Gilead sent messengers throughout Israel to ask for help to defend their city. When Saul heard the people needed help, the Spirit of God came powerfully on him, and Saul was angry. He gathered a large army and came and defeated Nahash and all his soldiers. All the people were glad Saul was king. Then Samuel gave a final speech to all of Israel. He said, "Here is the king you have chosen. If you fear the Lord, worship and obey him, and don't rebel against his commandments. Then both you and your king will follow the Lord. However, if you disobey the Lord, his hand will be against you, just as it was against your ancestors. Worship the Lord with all your heart, and do not turn away from him. He will not abandon his people." Then the Philistines gathered to fight against Israel. So Saul summoned all his troops to join him at Gilgal. He waited 7 days from the scheduled time that Samuel had set, but Samuel had not arrived. Saul's troops began to leave him because they were afraid. So Saul said, "Bring me the burnt offering and the fellowship offerings." Then he offered the burnt offering. As soon as Saul finished making the burnt offering, Samuel arrived and said, "What have you done?" Saul answered, "When I saw that the troops were leaving, and you had not come at the scheduled time, I forced myself to make the burnt offering." Samuel said, "You have been foolish. You have not kept the command the Lord gave you. Your family would have reigned over Israel forever. But now, God has found another leader, a man after his own heart. He will rule over the people because you have not done what the Lord commanded." Then Samuel left him. Saul defeated enemy armies for Israel, but failed to obey God. Jesus defeated our greatest enemies, sin and death, and always obeyed God. All who trust in Jesus will be saved and receive changed hearts that desire to obey God.
Oh man, can you imagine defeating one army just to turn around and see there was another one? Not only that, but it was a bigger and stronger army than the last one? Whew! I'd be a bit worried and deflated too. But instead of trusting God like he did with the Ammonites, Saul got afraid and tried to take things into his own hands. He knew that sacrifices could only be made by the priests, but he was scared the army would attack before a priest could get there, so he decided to do it on his own. Now, Saul was a good king, but he disobeyed God, and that decision had consequences. Saul may have defeated many enemies for Israel, but he failed to obey God. Jesus, on the other hand, defeated the greatest enemies of all, sin and death, and he always obeyed God, because he is God. Jesus always does what's right, and when we choose to follow him, he forgives us for all the wrong things that we've ever done, and gives us a forever friendship with God. If you've never made the choice to follow Jesus before, we want to give you a chance to do that. All it involves is this. First, you have to believe that Jesus is who he said he is, that he came to earth, died on a cross, and rose again. Second, it means that we have to admit that we've made mistakes, that we've sinned, and that we need forgiveness. And third, we have to decide that we're going to make Jesus the king of our lives, that we're going to follow the way that he wants us to live, not the way that we want to live. So if you want to make that decision today to follow Jesus, to enter into that forever relationship with him, you can just pray along with me now. Dear God, thank you so much that you sent your son Jesus to die on the cross and rose again. Thank you that you're here with us, God. God, I know I've made mistakes and I need forgiveness. I pray that you would forgive me. God, I want to follow the way you want me to live, not the way I want to live. In your name I pray. Amen. Wow, if you prayed that prayer for the first time, we're so excited for you, and we encourage you to tell someone. Tell your parents or grandparents, or come tell someone here at the church. We'd love to celebrate and encourage you in your new relationship with Jesus. Well, friends, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. We hope you've had an awesome rest of your day, and we'd love to see you back here at the Lab Elementary Online or at one of our in-person campuses. You can check out hopecity.ca/kids for info on a campus and program near you. We'll see you then. Bye!